Hey everyone, happy college football. Welcome to Porcelain Picks. I'm your host, Andrew Fabian, bringing you this week's version of Porcelain Audit, taking a look back at the college football playoff semifinals. It's Wednesday. We're a few days backdated here, and that's because I'm finally getting over my alma mater, Penn State, blowing that game to Notre Dame. All credit to the Irish, but not only did we lose that game as Penn State fans, but my picks were incorrect on it too. So Porcelain Audit again is our weekly chance to come clean to you, to be accountable to you, our viewers, because we at Porcelain Picks are focused on delivering you the locks you need as you scroll atop the porcelain throne. We'll continue to do that through next week's national championship. But for now, let's take a look back and we'll quickly review what we got right, what we went wrong on. So we went 1-3 in the semifinals. I had two bets for each game. So not our best showing of this season, not our worst either. We were due for a tough week after a couple monster weeks for you all. So starting out with that Orange Bowl game, things were looking pretty for Penn State. Things were looking great for the under in the first half. Reminder, I had Penn State plus 1.5. I didn't take the money line. Thought it could be a 1-point win either way. I also told you to jump all over the under 45.5. I thought that was the lock of the weekend. But as we saw Penn State jumping out to that 10-0 lead early, they were all over Notre Dame. Running game's working, running on full force. Notre Dame can't get much going. Riley Leonard had an interception early. Penn State looked like they were going to run away with this one. They had that mishap that led to that first field goal of theirs where Aller missed Singleton, headed into the end zone. Bad pass. Singleton should have had that, and he knows that. It would have been 4 touchdowns on the day for him. But ultimately, Penn State goes into halftime, giving up an inexplicable drive to the backup quarterback when Leonard goes into concussion protocol. It's 10-3 at halftime. Notre Dame's done really well at the end of halves and at the beginning of halves. So you saw that again, 10-3 going into halftime, and then Notre Dame gets the ball. They go down and score. It's 10-10 just like that. It's a tie game. Notre Dame took the lead 17-10. Penn State ties it. Going into the fourth quarter, we had that amazing interception by Danny Dennis-Sutton. That Penn State goes in. Singleton gets his third touchdown. They go up by a touchdown again. I thought Penn State was going to pull away and continue to lean into the run and beat Notre Dame. That was not the case. You saw what happened at the end of the game on the defensive side for Penn State with the blown coverage leading to that long touchdown by Notre Dame. And then Aller throws that inexplicable interception when he should have thrown it away. So long story short, opening up old wounds for myself. But Penn State plus 1.5 was a stinker. That one missed. Notre Dame wins by 3. The under 45.5 was also a stinker. 51 was your total on that game. Notre Dame moves on, deservedly so, to the national championship. All right, moving on to Friday. So the Cotton Bowl, this one was another classic. 2 classics here in the Final Four. Ohio State, I had them minus 5.5 for you. I also had the over 52.5. I thought there were going to be some points put on the board this game. I thought Jeremiah Smith was going to be explosive as he was in the first 2 rounds. Credit to Texas. They really took Jeremiah Smith out of the game. He had 1 catch for 3 yards. They locked him down. They had him effectively triple covered. They had 2 guys down low and that safety up high. They didn't let him get any breathing room. Probably some good blueprints for Notre Dame to take a look at. They shut him down, but as we talked about, Emeka Egbuka, Carnell Tate, they have 2 other receivers who are excellent wide receivers on the outside. They were able to pick up the lost yardage. Jeremiah Smith could not gain this game. Ohio State, their offense looked like it was clicking. Texas had them in check for a bit of the game. It was close. Texas driving down with a chance to win that game. And we all saw that fumble return for a touchdown by Jack Sawyer. This guy's going to go down in Ohio State lore. Texas, it's a shame. Quinn Ewers, he's going to get a lot of the blame. Doesn't necessarily deserve it. I thought he had a really solid playoff. He's going to probably transfer out of Texas. It's going to be Arch Manning's show next year. But anyway, you had Ohio State minus 5.5. Thanks to Jack Sawyer for that strip sack fumble return for a touchdown to stamp that one in. That's a lock and flush it, but we could not get the over on this game. It went under 52.5. The final score of that game was 28-14 Ohio State. So we went 1-3. Not a great week. I won't give out a stinker of the week because I'm obviously going to go against Penn State there. You all know who should be the stinker of the week. Drew Aller had a really tough game for the Nittany Lions. Disappointing. Those guys should be in the championship, but all credit to Notre Dame. We will take a look forward. Coming to you this Friday, I will have the pick for the national championship. So stick with us, subscribe. Happy college football, everyone.